news from Shameless Films is Contraband. Number 29 in the Shameless series. This 1980 film comes right in the middle of two classic Fulci films. You've got Zombie Flesh Eaters from 1979, you've got The Beyond from 1981, and Contraband can get lost in the middle of that one. A police techie that follows all the traits of that subgenre, but you've got Fulci at the hands of this one, bringing some of the aspects of his horror making into this, particularly with the gore and the violence throughout it. And it's an interesting mix in an often disregarded Fulci film, which shouldn't be, because it focuses on some great things, really hammering home the police tete aesthetic, but adding a lot more to it. It's what Fulci does best, and this film is just like that.
Why did you kill my brother? Tell me now.
The story follows Luca, a cigarette smuggler operating in Naples, when his brother is brutally murdered and a violent drug cartel starts to make claim on his business, looking at his contacts. And Luca is forced to abandon the relatively non-lethal trade of cigarette smuggling to confront a ruthless enemy. It's great. It's a situation that escalates into a bloodbath as betrayal, torture and revenge dominates the narrative. You've got Fabio Testi in the main role of Luca here, a man who is out of his depth. You see it at the start of the movie. He has a nice, comfortable business. They have settled into an ease of working. They're doing something that doesn't really harm the society or have a big impact on the culture. They're making money by delivering something that's demanded, and it's working for them. But it's also making them a little bit soft and a little bit easy for someone more violent, more troublesome to come in and start to take over. And it's this complete teardown of Luca's life that is the catalyst for him. Everything that is going well is ultimately just disrupted by some violent person coming in and taking out most of his crew. Now, although it features a lot of the tropes of the tradition of policia techie, like the urban setting, corruption, anti-hero protagonists, this one is unmistakably Fulci due to the over-the-top violence and gore. The film includes shocking moments of people being shot in the face, of people having their face burned, of being shot in the mouth in the middle of a racetrack. You see somebody's throat being shot from the back as it tears off and the blood spurts out in a slow motion element that just revels in the shock and violence that's coming from this one. It's jarring and it's unexpected, and it's like a detour into horror that punctuates the film's nihilistic tone. That's what Fulci brings to Contraband, and that's what I love. You know, when you look at the plots and the themes of this one, moral decay, revenge and justice, the rise of hard drugs, and how that brings with it a whole new level of violence and moral disregard for people, turning them into commodities of bringing money and getting them hooked. It really kind of delivers on all these themes, which I think is particularly great. Like, Contraband wasn't well received when it came out. It was kind of lost in amongst the rest of Fulci's horror output. You know, everything else was more dynamic, dramatic, horrifying, newsworthy, even within the whole video nasty craze of the 80s. Contraband, which does have some really incredibly violent sequences, seemed to eke by, almost lost. It's a kind of strange film that has been rejuvenated thanks to various Blu-ray releases. You know, Shameless brought this out in DVD previously before, which is where I first saw this. and they bring out this wonderful transfer of Contraband, The Smuggler, The Naples Connection, various other titles this one comes under, and it just hits the mark incredibly well. If you haven't seen The Contraband, yeah, pick it up. It is an extremely nasty, nihilistic gang movie. Just absolutely phenomenal final scene. I love the idea of it, how it comes about, how it delivers the cathartic moment that you really want in this one. And I won't spoil it because there's some really nice moments in there, as well as a little cameo from the director himself toting a machine gun, which is just wonderful. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at some of the great extras on here. Here we are in the disc for Contraband. Let's go to the extras. First up, we have Naples Connection, a conversation with Fabio Testi. Runs at 22 minutes 5 seconds, and it's just wonderful hearing him talking about the film, the problems that they had while making it, particularly around his pay and how that was resolved, the use of boats that were probably used for smuggling to help create some of their terrific action set pieces. This is a talking head that is full of wonderful information, and he is incredibly engaging as he delivers it. Next, we have a video essay by Stephen Thrower, which is pretty much a talking head that runs for the incredible length of 58 minutes 19 seconds and probably covers just about every facet of the film, talking about the violence, the setup, the production, how they came about to be working on this film together, the idea of who else could have directed it. Lots of information here. And finally, we have Daddy Dearest, interview with Antonella Fulci, which runs 35 minutes 3 seconds as she talks about her father, how he was kind of sometimes hard to get in his mindset of what he was doing, the various films he worked on, and the impact and legacy he's left behind. That's the extras for Contraband. There we have it. Contraband is out now. Pick it up. I feel like Shameless have been getting better and better the more they go on. The past dozen or so releases have been absolutely essentials. Can't wait to get to the next one, which is Oasis of Fear, which is a Lindsay film I haven't seen, and I'm kind of eager to that one as well. But I want to know, have you seen Contraband? Are you picking up? Is it a film you've seen under a different title? What do you remember most from this? What is the most shocking scene within the film? Drop me a comment in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and ManVFilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.